Hello there! Welcome to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel and I'm joined by Ben.
Hello.
And we're watching The Bad Batch. Last time on The Bad Batch, we went to an island and had a good time?
Kinda.
This is very odd behavior. Yeah, there was there's a little bit of tsunami.
It's just a small natural disaster. There were no casualties.
No casualties. So the question is, are we gonna stay here? Is that gonna be our new home? I'm hoping for at least a little bit of happiness before Star Wars does its normal thing and takes it away from us. But this episode, from the thumbnail, is completely different. It looks like we're going back to Crosshair. So
Yeah. Listen, I'm excited because Crosshair in the title Tipping Point. I think we may have our boy back at the end of this.
yeah. So if you're excited, then do me a favor and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss the next Bad Batch reaction. Next one is the finale, a two-parter. Based on how events have been going in the latter half of this season, Ben, I think it's going to be really good. Then let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's the tipping point. I'm tipping over. Isn't that funny? Isn't that a funny joke, Ben? Oh, it looks lovely today.
I know, right?
Where are we? Commandos, stormtroopers. Ooh, clone prisoners. I don't like the sound of
Secure
that.
the prisoners for transport. We have a schedule to keep.
Last time an Imperial said schedule to me, I wanted him to die so bad. So I feel like this is the first time chronologically we've seen these types of ships. Oh god. Never mind, the ship is a goner.
We're under attack, sir. Well, that definitely got their attention.
Oh, hello!
Yeah. Hi, friend.
I mean, we were pretty certain that this story had to tie in with Crosshairs. So
Prep the leech vessel.
it just makes sense.
need to board and
Fireball.
remove those prisoners.
Do we know them?
Fireball. I don't remember. There's a lot of clone names I have to remember.
Ben, you are the authority of clones. You have to know all of them.
I know. Listen, it's impressive that I'm as good as I am with clones, considering they all look the same and they all have different names, and I'm so bad with names to begin with.
Like, I have a feeling that Fireball is the type of character that would have been in, like, a singular episode of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And then people would have been like, oh, that was a cool character, and they never showed up again.
Yeah, but now you're gonna see how the lack of training can do. Compared to all training.
Get wrecked. Oh, is that also Gregory with them? Or Gregor?
I don't think so, because Gregor would be a commando, unless he was wearing commando armor and I didn't notice.
Initiate protocols. Erase the databanks.
Erase all of it!
Yeah, no, it's not Gregor.
We are saving Hauser. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember Hauser.
He was in season 1 of Bad Batch, right?
Was he in Bad Batch or was it Clone?
He was the one in the Hera episodes, right? The one who was kind of chill and...
Oh! Sorry, you said Bad Batch. You
Yes.
mean Rebels?
No, I meant Bad Batch.
Hera as in...
Hera was in Bad Batch season 1, yes. I know I watched it more recently than you.
I don't remember this.
She was a child, little baby Hera.
I think I'm remembering now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll have to get that intel out of you.
Oh! Well,
Make it
are you
fast.
sure this is not Gregor? He's talking like him.
He does sound like him.
I'm pretty sure. Oh boy! I don't like seeing these ships used this way.
We don't have any. Come on.
They're becoming more Star Destroyer by the second. That did say Gregor.
Interesting.
Very nice.
Gregor was always a commando. I don't know. I
Yes.
guess he just doesn't have his commando armor at the moment.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna figure out that they were taking clones to this experimental facility, and that's where we're gonna find Crosshair, and he's gonna join the team.
Yep.
Let's find out what's been happening to Crosshair, though. Oh, I'm walking. Fucking hate when people do that in like prisoner things.
How are you feeling?
What's it?
Like shit. Like every day.
You don't care.
He will resort to methods you will not enjoy.
Maybe I will enjoy them, just to spite you.
You've healed quickly. If you think this is punishment for shooting your commanding officer, you're incorrect. I actually think that shows quite a bit of initiative.
Okay,
Interesting.
No,
good for you.
no, tell me how to find Clone Force 99.
I don't think that's happening.
Kid of a
Crosshair might be a jerk,
Choice.
but he's not.
Clone,
He won't betray them.
and therefore Imperial property.
I don't know where they are.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, that is the truth.
How would he know? It's been a long time.
They think. Let's see if we can jog your memory.
Hi, friend. I'm gonna fill you with jogging memory juice. Okay.
I went in with 8 of my men. Only 3 survived. All other prisoners were clones too. It's heavily encrypted, but I know someone who can crack it.
Go.
Oh,
We giving it to Tech?
yeah, we're getting into
Careful, Echo.
tech.
Techno Union.
If Tech finds out, probably means the rest of the Bad Batch would also be heading here.
Yeah.
He's gonna do a thing. Ooh. God, he's sick.
Take a breath. Think this through.
Kill her!
Lower the blaster.
Well, at least he had the audacity to keep her alive.
Yeah. The audacity. Is that what you meant to say?
I mean, there's another word that I'm looking for, but
Decency.
yeah, that's the word. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Decency of this bitch.
That just sounds like a nice book. Really? You guys are dumbasses. What the fuck are you doing? Whoa, there's a pipe up there?
That's wild. I love that every single one of them looked up.
So he's not getting out, right?
No. Or he's signaling for the Bad Batch.
Plan 88.
Plan 88.
Sever that connection and seal the room.
Oh god.
Well, that's rough.
What's that smell like?
Smell mustardy-o.
Ben, you know all those TikToks of people accidentally making mustard gas?
Mm-hmm. People are stupid. How the fuck can you stay in here?
Having trouble processing the toxin.
Is it only effective against
It's my own
clones?
special formula. One I've built an immunity to.
Great.
You.
This guy's a freak.
Yeah, I know.
I guess we're gonna be leaving here sooner rather than later.
This friend of yours who's stopping by, he's another clone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our only friends.
Can we get your help? We're fortifying the seawall.
Sure thing, boss.
Wrecker loves it here.
Yeah, it's his
An
favorite.
integral part of this community. Any chance you've reconsidered staying permanently? Or flying lessons?
Tech's
We
got it.
teach an Omega how to fly?
I believe so.
Tech. This is bracing.
I'm getting better, right? Collision alarms haven't gone off once.
Because it shorted out during your last lesson.
Damn.
Execute a sharp swing back to port with 0 thruster pull.
The tech turn? Really?
Now that is not what it is called. But I rather like it.
It is now called that. It is called the Tokyo Drift. Now, I have no idea what a Tokyo is, but it's that
Do you
guy.
copy?
Affirmative, Havoc 5. Race you to the landing zone.
I do
No,
not
please, no.
You fool.
Oh!
I'm about to watch her crash into the ground.
She lost.
Yep. Oh god, she's about to land on people.
Girl.
You're
Please.
not on Old Man Tell with Sid
We've decided Sid sucks. It's gonna come back to bite us soon, I'm sure, but...
We've missed you.
It hasn't been that long.
It's been 8 years.
You mentioned
What?
needing some assistance with data decryption.
A growing number have been questioning
Oh,
their
boy.
orders. We've been routing them out.
If you send them to me, I can deal with them in other ways.
I will expect a full briefing on your plan at the summit.
He's such a freak. Being in... I know, like, the Empire is full of weirdos, but he really is all like, no lights. No lights in my room.
You all plan to stay here
Fucking
indefinitely?
vampire.
Dr. Royce Hemlock, an officer expelled from the Republic Science Corps due to his unauthorized and unorthodox experiments.
Why
We
were
love
they
those
sending
ones.
clone-
List other clone prisoners detained by the Advanced Science Division.
One of them.
And Crosshair,
Crosshair.
is one
Yep.
of them.
Crosshair turned on the Empire.
Uh-huh.
How sure are you about this?
It was great.
Very. Plan 88. The Seeker.
Ooh.
We are
What does it
being
mean?
targeted. I believe he is warning us.
Or it's a trap.
Not this time.
Yeah.
Calm down, Admiral Akbar.
How do we find out?
The only chance you have of leaving this facility is if I allow it.
Which isn't happening anymore, buddy.
Perhaps now you
We'll see about that.
my offer.
No.
Why suffer more?
Fuck you.
He looks like he needs a breath mint.
Let's see how long until you break.
Never! You are literally going to kill him before it tells you anything. I think Crosshair's that type of guy. He also doesn't know anything. She's having thoughts. What is she thinking?
I'm pretty sure. I think at this point she's on his side. I would not be surprised if she also defects with him.
Yeah. The credits give us the names of the clones. So it is Gregor, Fireball, Hauser. It lists someone named Nemec. I don't know if that's a clone or some other person that D. Bradley. Look up Fireball at the very least.
That was his first appearance. So no.
All right.
Listen, I'm impressed. I'm even able to remember as many clones as I can.
Anyway, that was a cool opening scene with seeing the team that they brought together. We can talk about that for a bit. Right now, 2 of these members are in Rebels. Gregor and Rex survived to Rebels and they stay in one group.
Yeah.
And Wolf is there too. So I was saying Wolf needs to join this group at some point.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that is a plot point eventually. That makes me wonder why those 3 stayed together and where the other ones went. Maybe they still kept a network past that, but for Rebels, where did Echo go? Where did Commander Cody go? Where did any of the Bad Batch go? And honestly, some of that might just be that they weren't. I mean, Bad Batch wasn't even conceived of yet.
Yeah.
We didn't know that Echo was going to come back yet when Rebels was made. We didn't even know what Commander Cody's fate was.
Actually, I knew all that information. I just wasn't allowed to tell you.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your dad works at Lucasfilms?
My dad is George Lucas.
To be fair, your brother is interning at Skywalker Sound.
He is.
So...
A little bit jealous.
Almost.
If only he fucking cared about Star Wars. That's the thing that pisses me off the most. He's fucking interning at Skywalker Sound, doesn't care at all about Star Wars.
It should have been me.
It should have been me.
I wonder, though, it got me thinking, do you think members of the Bad Batch are gonna die over the course of this show?
I feel like if anyone was going to, I feel like it would be Echo.
Yeah. I mean, now that he's in a situation that puts his life in danger more, it would probably happen. If they wanted maximum emotional impact...
Omega.
No. I was thinking Omega needs to survive this show. I'm pretty sure. But I would think that if they wanted the audience to give him a maximum emotional impact, they might choose Tech or Wrecker.
Listen, I like every character.
Yeah.
I think this show would make a really wild turn and possibly, I don't want to say a good turn, but possibly a cool turn for at least the tone of the show.
Yeah.
If they did kill Omega. I don't want it to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think it will either, but
You
I think
think-
it would make. I think it would set the tone for to turn it into a very serious show.
You think Dave Filoni will make his young OC character get killed?
No.
Impossible.
Yeah, no.
All joking aside, this season specifically has gotten me thinking about the future of this show. Because when I watched season 1, I didn't really think about how this show would develop into an ongoing plot like it is now. But I think we said a couple episodes ago that we're getting the feeling that they might want to make this like as long as Rebels is. Like at least maybe a couple more seasons. It all depends on what gets greenlit, but
Yeah.
if it is that long, then there's a chance for lots of things to happen. But specifically the end of this season, like we said a couple episodes ago, it's all coming to this lab. The Bad Batch is coming. We're gonna break out some clones.
Yep.
And maybe get Crosshair back. It's a very interesting idea. Now that he's seen both sides, and he's seen how bad one side can get, I'm curious if his choice would be different this time. It's just so interesting to me. Order 66 happens. None of the clones question it. But then, like, you can't make them do all the other orders that you're giving them. It's something that I never thought about. Because, like, I don't know, as a kid, I guess, like, when I heard Order 66, I was like, oh, they're just slaves for the Empire now. But it's not necessarily true. Part of the appeal of this show early on was all like, how did we go from having clones to stormtroopers? Because why would you willingly make that decision? But if the clones become rebels, it makes sense. You would start to question the rest of your ranks, and then you would just get rid of the clones entirely.
Yeah.
Just suspect all of them on being able to turn at some point. It's developing interestingly. This head scientist, I'm forgetting his name. Can you?
No. No. You're not getting it out of me. I'm sorry. I promise I pay attention, but
The head scientist is so... I love his voice performance.
But God, his character's fucked.
He's so weird. Every scene that he's in, I'm like, can you stop whispering? Speak up. But it's really good. It's a similar performance kind of to Thrawn, where every scene that Thrawn's in, you're all like, why are you talking so low? But he's just lacking the charisma.
Yeah.
I will say this. I've liked the Imperial villains this season a lot more, because we really only had Rampart in the first season.
Yeah.
And I think the show realized Rampart's not interesting.
No.
And now he's gone. Characters you love to hate. That's one of the things that makes the Empire so good, is that you love to hate them. So you think that the assistant is going to turn on him?
Yes. No, I think so. She already seemed so hesitant the first time.
Uh-huh. That's the other part
maybe that's just me being naive.
Well, I think it's in line with these kinds of things. The hubris of the Empire is that they never think that people won't like turn against their cruelty. They're like, but it constantly happens, and it happens a lot from inside their own ranks. I think I could see it happening. One thing I'm afraid about is Omega coming along on this mission. She cannot be here. If she's captured, uh-oh.
Yeah, and we all know that she's gonna force her way onto the mission.
Yeah. The plan with Omega is to use her against Nala Se to be able to twist her arm into doing the cloning experiments, which they want to use they want to clone the Zillo Beast to harvest its armor for unspecified reasons still. But most likely Death Star related reasons. Mm-hmm. But there's still the constant thing of cloning in the Empire, where Palpatine wants to be able to clone Force-sensitive beings for what we can only assume at this point is the whole Snoke thing in the sequel trilogy. I don't think we're going to touch on that in this. That's really far away, but We can't let her get captured. It's basically what I'm saying. That would be the worst case scenario. I also just hope that we can go back to that island because it was really nice. It would be nice to make that a base for a bit, but we've got a lot of plot lines going on right now. Like there's Sid. That's a thing that is going to have to come back at some point. I'm enjoying this show. I'm liking this show a lot more than this season a lot more than the first season, I think. And I don't know if everyone agrees with that, but I'd be surprised if they weren't. How about you, Ben? Have you heard people...
I've kind of stopped paying attention to the people, as far as people that I follow, because a few of them have just started to turn toxic.
Not us. We'll never turn toxic. My feelings are, I like this season more than the first one. I don't know if other people are going to be saying that. I'm sure there's some people that are like, this season is the best. And some people that are all like, this season makes me want to kill a man. And you know, I was going to say both are valid, but don't kill a man. I'm going to be real here. I fucking lost my train of thought. Like 5 minutes ago, Ben. So, if you liked this episode and my reaction, you can let me know by leaving a like on this video or commenting. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this show and this season. And you can also subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss the next and final 2 episodes of this season of The Bad Batch. I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Until next time, take it easy.
See ya.